Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening. I didn't expect to actually hear something from Paper Mario Color Splash. Sorry, I was just eating a couple of pistachios. I'm gonna switch scenes in a second. I was just seeing what I could do about the lag taking up my my OBS scene. But it looks like for now I got it. I don't know if it'll come back again, but could do. Also, why is this fit? This is not the actual music. Mind you, this one's actually the music. It's just the Ridge Racer Revolution song was, you know, it fits more with this for some fucking reason. All right. So, unplug my controller. Let's do some reviewing. Also, I lied about keeping facecam off or GB2 on. We're back. We're back. So, yeah. I didn't. You know, I kind of felt like garbage in the morning. I was like, yeah, let's just like start first with the PNG tuber and then see what I feel going on today. And yeah. So yeah, I'm ready to continue this trial with start the trial with normal face cam on. So yeah. Yeah, let's review of over the truth balls that we have, which is one more, which is now only one less than the first case, 17 of them. We have, of course, the Monokuma file. Yo, what's up, Zuray? Welcome to the stream, and thank you for the sub the other day. I didn't notice until after I got offline, but I hope you're doing well. Like I said earlier, we got through a couple days in chapter 3. We started chapter 3. We've gone through a good amount of days, but eventually Taka and Hifumi are both dead. And right now, and fucking I'm trying to remember. Okay, anyway, each of the deaths are, well, as mentioned here, a blow to the head. It is thought they're killed both Taka and Hifumi. Yeah, Taka and Hifumi. Yeah, it's just Hifumi's cover because I have my face cam up top, so it's Taka and Hifumi. I was just trying to think of this poet Colbert, which is Takamaru. Or hero, basically. Yeah, there's the blue tarp because Kiyotaka's body was carried. With the blanket in mind and whatnot. Try to avoid having blood stains on the floor, even though there was any already. The dolly, of course, being covered in blood. Has no handles. The blood was found on one of its wheels. It's assumed that the same dolly that was in the equipment room where Kiyotaka's body was originally discovered. His glasses, when the murder happened, were covered, but then they got wiped later with a handkerchief. With a, it's not a handkerchief. It's a cleaning cloth. A microfiber cloth. The spotless hammer. The hammer's all shapes and sizes were found in the repository. One of them was found wet and apparently been recently washed. The repository door, which can be locked inside, was locked in the search by the missing body because more than likely the guy in the suit who was Robo Justice which again we're sussing out. We're heavily keeping Yasuhiro on eyes on Yasuhiro because he was in the suit. Well, let me fix my monitor because stupid thing with Windows shifting. Well, I was explaining the recap here. Okay, oh, this is slower than before. There we go. That's probably my prediction. Right now, Zori, I like at least right now, like I think in the beginning, the blame is pinned a good amount on a hero. That's gonna eventually get to someone else, and then at some point find its way back to hero. But I don't want to say for sure that he will be the culprit in that he is a definitive culprit in this, despite the fact that the Robo Justice suit was literally made for him, as in like is specifically fitted for him, and no one else can like properly fit in it. Get the equipment room blood stain, a massive puddle of blood that was Tash jokes got stuck in my throat, but that was from Kiyotaka's head wound. Both of them were also, again, you know, we're hitting the head with a hammer of sorts. Or each numbered. Even being number 3 and Kiyotaka being number 4, which is weird because of the timing. Because Kiyotaka was before Hifumi, if I'm getting things right. The glasses cleaning cloth, that was used to wipe off of Hifumi's glasses. We have Celeste's account about Hifumi's body disappearing, and eventually Kiyotaka's body just disappeared. Yasuhiro's message, everyone to meet in the dining hall. The Robo Justice blueprints and the cot, which were in Hiro's bedroom. Of course, the costume that Hiro was wearing, and we of course have Hiro's account. The broken wristwatch, because when Kiyotaka was killed by whoever did the murder, his watch just stopped working. And there's a scrap paper, which is more likely coming from the note that Hifumi had. And then last but not least, something about the e-handbooks. That no, handbooks weren't involved whatsoever. I want to try cool and compose this time around. I think, all things considered, I think we're ready. Equip all skills. Wait, you can equip all skills? I mean, oh, okay. I just thought it was like limited to just like one, but I just forgot. Okay, where's the? All right. So I have all my skills opened up here. I'm just in the BRB screen to try to open up this statue because it's hard to open. Nah, I'm ready. Yeah. Yep. Yep, I'm already done my pistachios. I literally have 5 left. Literally have 5 left in my bowl. Alright. I say we shall begin the trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. Now then.
Okay, everyone besides the blackened and the one deceived, everyone will graduate. Yeah.
To begin with,
we already know who did it.
Was that?
So we
It
think.
was Hero. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Again,
Your murdering mouth, murderer!
you are sus right now, Hero.
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hero, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit.
Yep.
Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found
I
in
have to
your
imagine
room.
that.
You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling.
I have to imagine that like the suit we're seeing is probably fucking like EVA foam or some shit.
It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know.
Well then, why specifically fit for you? As in, it will fit you. Is Hero really the killer, or some boy ass here is ganged up, or anything else? You have to make that clear. I mean, I think he's an okay character, like but he is an idiot.
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hero, why? Why did you kill them?
No. Just hold on a second.
I mean, look at the blueprints. The handwriting is awfully messy. I mean, if I remember right, here's handwriting.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you
It's definitely different handwriting on this.
are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hero, why?
No. Just hold on a second.
Everything we found in your room.
I'm just glad you have like a long. I'm just glad I have a long time like to think hard about it.
Blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof that you are.
I don't know. It's not true. It's a
Hero, why?
no. Just hold on a second.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all that you are the culprit.
I don't know. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
I am kind of questioning.
Why?
I am kind of questioning Celeste's argument because we found the other message. Actually, actually, now I don't. I mean, I guess I am. I guess I'm kind of questioning because of the whole the note that Heathme had. It's not like the same writing, and as far as I'm aware in the story, it doesn't sound like Hero got it, and then because like when he said like what the whole note like I found a hole in me in the equipment room at 1 in the morning. It actually wasn't 1 in the morning. It was 6 a.m. on like in the writing. I just know I'm ready to throw a good amount to try to get my point. So I don't know. I feel like I am gonna fumble this, like this first one. I feel like I am gonna fumble this first one.
No. Just hold on a second.
Everything we found in your room.
Yeah, I just had to know. I just had to know for sure if I was gonna be wrong about that.
Everything we found
I'm
in
glad I
your
was
room.
wrong. I was glad I was wrong
The
about that.
blueprints, the suit part that you are.
It's not true. It's
Hero, why?
no.
Why?
Just hold on a second.
Why?
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are that you are the culprit.
I don't know. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hero, why?
No. Just hold on a second.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
Oh wait, damn it.
It's not true. It's
Hero, why?
no. Just
I
hold
saw
on a
weakness for a
second.
second. Let me go back.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
Damn it.
It's not true.
In timer, right?
No. Just hold on a second.
Everything we found, the blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof that you are the culprit.
It's not true. It's
Hero, why?
no. Just hold on a second.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are.
Yeah,
It's
I'm getting my
not
buttons
true.
mixed up
Hero,
again.
why?
No. Just hold on a second.
Just hold on a second.
Everything we found, the blueprints, the suit parts, they are all...
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. I knew it was early on.
Sure Hero really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared.
Yep.
The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
No.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
Yeah.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
In another in another timeline maybe, but this is not one of those timelines.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he is not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
What? Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like
Beforehand.
Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
And of course, he passes it to me.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
I'm not making a save out of this right here. Just a question. The one that must have been. Shot in the dark guess Hina? No, not him. Illuminati.
Shoot!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It is Hero. It is Hero. It literally is Hero. I'm kidding.
I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hero is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hero didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit,
but
he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement?
Of course. But before we get to that,
Man.
There's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
Yeah.
Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Who's he was talking about? It must have been. Well, they're definitely.
I got it!
It was definitely the tarp. We knew the tarp. There's still one more thing. It was tarp and the dolly.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
What's with that attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Yeah.
It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room.
Yep.
So the killer must have seen it there, and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp.
Alright, hold on. I'll double check I don't have any important calls really quick. All right, I just got off the phone, so we're just gonna wait for the ads on the Twitch side to wrap up, and then we can get back into this. I was scratching at the door to come in. Oh yeah, no. Take your time. All right, and we are back on the Twitch side. All right.
And the dolly?
And the dolly. This one's crap and the dolly?
Same thing.
Same thing.
I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly.
The mass puddle was still there.
Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But
Yeah.
are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large
That's a good
objects
question.
between the repository and the art room.
That is a
It
good
would
question.
be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
Objection.
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway. We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean. But maybe I can change your mind. I explained why the dolly might be moved from the equipment room to the repository. Yeah. Any element. Got more one green to the recipe on the bottom of the screen underneath the tempo marker. You see the ammo count. Well, now it hasn't been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statute statements. For now, just locking on and pressing won't be enough to handle them. Now it'll cost you one bolt to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked you are on. However, you can reload by pressing square. It's like locking on, you have to press the square in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember that the square button has a function along with the X and triangle buttons. So automatically reload at the start of fever time, and will not decrease. Have to reload all. Okay, so we're good. We're good. Because again, this is my first time playing the game, so that's why I'm like, let me just take the seat. Let me just be careful here. Just ignore everything I just said. Well, good luck and have fun. All right. I'm for pain here, because
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree.
damn it.
I refuse to give up yet.
Yeah. And my short-term memory right now.
You have it.
All right, hold on. Okay, so X lock. All right.
Wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
This is the one thing I only hate. It's just the tempo changes.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch.
Yeah.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You miserable wretch. You have it wrong.
Yeah. I don't like this minigame.
I refuse to give up.
I refuse to give up. Yes, yet. Yeah, that's the one thing that I just keep forgetting to do is reloading. Well, let me reload. Okay, so
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere.
all right, there we go.
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
Just to prove it. I know it's gonna take me a while to get used to this minigame, but fuck.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository,
Yep.
one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread.
Yeah.
The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room.
Because of the massive puddle.
And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah.
Take your time. Yeah,
The subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it.
I'll hit
Because
auto
if
for
it's
a
not
second.
a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
If the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does he mean by that?
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a
Well, yeah.
handle.
But even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over. Then you could push the dolly no problem. So the killer just crouched down and carted the body off to the repository.
If you accept everything we just said, then you must realize that whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly be the culprit.
Sorry, I don't think I realize anything.
I'll just have any handles pushing it to be able to bend over. Which that's something that can't actually work on the Also, I'm gonna move my my face cam down a bit more. If anyone needs to see the timer or whatnot. Fun fact: this is where my face cam used to be, like a pre-2025, but I had to move it like downward. to the bottom corner and whatnot because of layout of my room and whatnot. So just trying to make sure I don't cover the subtitles. Anyone wants to read them. Why would anyone wearing a suit have to actually stoop down like that?
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment, and from there, the body was moved.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it up.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a hand.
Well, not a handle on the outside, more on the inside. Yeah, there's no real handle, so what you're saying is
Oh, yeah. But all you'd have to do is then you could push the dolly no problem. So the killer just and carted the body off to the repository.
If you accept everything then you must realize that who...
Sorry, I don't think I realize anything.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Let me just keep the monocle file up in here.
And from there, the body was moved to the...
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't...
Well, yeah. All you'd have to do is bend over. Then you could push the dolly so the killer and carted the body off to the repository.
If you accept everything, then you must realize that who... Sorry, I don't think I realize anything.
As we know...
Yeah, I'm glad I'm taking my time on this because, yeah. I'm thinking long and hard on these cases is definitely the best bet. Especially got like 15 minutes.
Oh, Taka was killed in the... And from there, the body was moved to the repository.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly.
Okay, there's nothing in it saying that like that was used. I want completely
Well, yeah. All you'd have to then you could push the so the killer and carted the body.
If you accept, then you must realize
that's
that
like,
who...
that's the one point that
I don't think I realize anything.
that's like the one point so far that I'm left scratching my head on right here.
As we know, and
from
from
Hina.
there, the body...
Yeah, the culprit then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled.
Now, keep in mind that...
Well, yeah. All you'd have to do is then you could push the so the killer and carted the body.
If you accept, then you must realize that who...
I didn't think I realized anything.
As we know,
I mean,
Taka was...
the comic relief character wouldn't really notice all that much anyway. Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to restart this whole thing right here. Anyway.
Killed in the equipment room, and from there, the body was...
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
No.
Shoot!
I just had to test.
As we know,
and from there, the body was moved to the repository.
Yeah, the then loaded it on.
Now, keep in mind...
Well, yeah. All you'd have to... Then you could push the so the killer and carted the body...
If you accept every...
I mean, do we have to... I mean, like, if... It might depend on the... It might depend on the body. Like, if it's a larger body, then yeah, I would, like a taller body, I like a taller corpse or whatnot, then yeah, I would. And bending over would be the best bet. But I think just generally you still have to bend it anyway
Then you
to
must realize
gently
that whoever
lay the
was in
corpse
the
on
suit
the
couldn't possibly.
dolly.
Sorry, I don't think I.
As we know, Taka was killed in the, and from there, the body was moved to the repository.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body, then loaded it onto the...
Now, keep in mind.
Well, yeah, all you'd have to... Then you could push the... So the killer and carted the body...
If you accept, then you must realize that who. Sorry, I don't think I.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit... wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the
Now, keep in mind.
Well, yeah, all you'd have to... Then you could push the...
I mean, I can't change the truth
If you
bullets.
accept, then you must realize that who. Sorry, I don't think I. As we know, and from there.
What's the problem?
Yeah, the culprit then loaded it onto the dolly and...
Now, keep in mind.
Well, yeah, all you'd have to... Then you could push the... So the killer and carted the body...
If you accept, then you must realize that.
So.
Sorry, I don't think I. As we know, and from there.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'll try to go for that one.
Keep in mind.
Well, yeah, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Yeah.
No, it's wrong.
Because it might because it might depend on how larger the individual is and whatnot.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
Like there'd be no way because of like how like bulky the EVA foam on the actual cosplay would be.
What do you mean?
Also, again, music's
Think
banger.
back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together.
One last vat in here. I can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised I got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. It's like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist.
Exactly.
Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well,
Yeah.
what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of
Shut
that,
up.
if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
There's definitely no chance the costume was taken off by the body because you can't take it off by yourself because there's literally a switch thing on the back. You can't take it out like.
I don't think
little
taking
clip
off
there.
the suit was an option. If you remember,
I'll do this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? How would you make something you can't take off by yourself? They make the stupid friggin' thing. There's a class in the back to keep me from getting it off. It's pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. You don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
if he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it.
True.
Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right!
So, it's really, really true that Robo-Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Yeah.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
I think it comes down to the context
Besides,
there on that.
Do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How'd you get hurt? A guy hit me. What guy? Robo-Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individuals inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides,
Again, like,
there's no
early
hurry
on.
to decide who did it.
It would be too hard to kill someone with a rope justice suit. Yeah, exactly, because like, it's not so much like you can barely see like where you're going. That, as mentioned already, you can't see your feet. You know, you can't even bend your waist to like see what's like right below you and whatnot. So like exactly, it would just like. Also, like, you know, how would you even be able to fit like a knife or something in at all? I think the only way you could be able to kill someone is if like you just like wrapped like your arm and just like choked them or something. But like that's it. Like there's nothing you can really do when you have the suit on.
Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from
Regardless
here?
of how I feel about Kyoko as a character, Kyoko as a character, like later on the chapters, I like, I do enjoy her as a character. So where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself.
Yep.
We waited there for quite a while, but
A whole
nobody
last
else
hour.
showed up. So we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
Taka was eventually murdered.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the 2nd floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
So wrong. That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. One of us as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down the hallway and disappeared.
and then...
That was the Kiyotaka's scream. What was that? From downstairs. Must have been... Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm confusing. Come on, we gotta go back.
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups.
Yeah, my short-term memory.
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the three of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
That's why they got moved.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Yep.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contradictions hidden what happened to Taka. In order to cover the truth of the case, I had to find out no matter what. Again, banger ass music, man.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
They were numbered, but were they really using the order? No, they weren't.
So,
No, because if I remember correctly, Hifumi was like the last to be killed in well, Taka was killed or like in conflict with the killer around like 6 a.m. and then an hour later it was Hifumi. So I don't really think that adds up.
regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Ah, damn it.
While Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came...
So,
I thought the game's gonna
regarding
get this wrong
Taka's
for me,
death,
but
I wonder if... Or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were killed. Taka came last.
fuck me again. God damn it.
Because of the number...
It's true that he while Taka's death.
I need the whole focusing thing.
So it's obvious Taka came after...
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in.
Okay, I was right. I was right to be sussy about that. I was ready to be sussy about it.
I wonder if... Or perhaps it was...
I'm
We
on my-
already know what Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that he
I was saying
while Taka's
maybe the
death.
numbering.
See? So it's obvious Taka came... So, I wonder if... Or perhaps it was... We already know what... Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Nonstop Iron is so uncomfortable. Controller.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Ah,
It's true that
got
he
the fuck
while
it.
Taka's death.
I should have did
So
silencer.
it's obvious Taka came... So, I wonder if... Or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were... Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Okay, I was.
So, I wonder if... Or perhaps it was... We already know Taka came last.
What makes
All
you
right.
say?
Because of the number...
It's true that he while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came...
So, regarding Taka's...
I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the...
It's true that he flew while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came... So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were. Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the number...
It's true that he flew while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came... So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
I'm glad I missed it.
It's true that he flew while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came... So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the number...
It's true that he flew while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came... So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the number...
It's true that he flew while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came... So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the number...
It's true that he flew while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came...
The only things I can press here are just only in his argument.
I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the number...
It's true that he flew while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came... So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were. Taka came last.
What makes you
Wow,
say?
yeah,
Because of the number...
It's true that he flew while Taka's death.
See?
So
it's obvious Taka came... So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the number...
It's true that he flew while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came... So, regarding... I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
It's true that he flew while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came last. So, regarding... I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know...
Alright, I'm ready to
what order
throw.
they
I'm
were
ready to
killed
throw.
in.
Hey! Let's go! Hell yeah.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
Yeah.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Yes.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
This proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. There's something that relates to what time he died. Oh, man. I'm only throwing it just because like we were already on like half health.
I refuse
to give up yet. All right. Let's try this again. There's a wristwatch. I know that. Okay, now F. There's W. Where's the C? C. I need a C. I need a C.
Now I understand.
Now understand.
I got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer.
Yep.
Because as of last night...
Hey, you, how long are you keep us waiting? Yeah, he's straight wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock. Almost 10 o'clock. Not bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
Yeah.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
Yep.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
that simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Yeah.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
I don't know why it was in the... I don't know why in the... Who's chat that got... Let me go update the... I'm just updating the live chat on my OBS docs because I have that set up. There we go. Apply. Okay. That way I don't have to keep going back to my dashboard to do it there. All right, cool. You know, just in case there's a anything there. Okay.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
No.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right.
Yeah.
With him, at least, we're all safe.
Hifumi's death. What was that? Came downstairs. It must have been Hifumi in the nurse's office. It's bad. Come on, we gotta go back.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together.
Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know.
Shut
I must have
up,
recorded
Jill.
him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on.
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Of course, his source is trust me, bro.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
Nope.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office,
I can't wait to play the rest of these games and 100 line.
Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing. Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
Plus, she was passed out.
Because, as we
because
just
it was on
established, she was passed out in the
because it was in another
room when his body
normal
disappeared.
personality instead of Genocide Jack Jill.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway. In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
Couldn't have gone more than a minute or two. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time? It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
Yep, in the case of, Give me.
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another ghost!
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is
that, you know, the person is still dying, but they trying their best to run.
we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
Yeah.
He was alive?
Yeah, before the final blow.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive, is it really possible? Hard to say. Hard to say.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how? Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found, and that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
So the body discovery announcement was only made once. Let's talk about it. We're delivered at almost exactly the same time. Okay,
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance?
No.
I'm thinking that the
Hifumi was dead, and you know that.
Surely you heard the body. Hifumi's dead body had been, and that is why the
Are we really so sure? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I'm not confident on this bullet here. I'm not confident on it.
That when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance he was actually...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that.
Surely you heard the body discovery. Hifumi's dead body had been, and that is why the announcement.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I got it back. I got it back. Okay, cool. Cool.
Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance he...
No.
I don't think I'm gonna get this
Hifumi
right.
was dead.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rat. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Yeah, let's go. Hell yeah, guessed it immediately.
Was the body
love me some
discovery
truth bull
announcement
swapping.
that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Let's fucking go, dude.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Because I'm gonna pause for here. Because I remember that, like in the first stream that we did earlier the day, Malcolm popped up and thought that, you know, the whole thing that with Hifumi being dead would essentially not be the first. Like something about I'm glad, you know, the first one, you know, wasn't for Hifumi, because I had a feeling, you know, something like this would happen, and then Hifumi will eventually die there or something like that. Oh, yeah. I had to think a bit big brain there.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right.
Yep.
It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if two bodies had been found, there really should have been two announcements.
Yep.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
No, that can't be possible.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
All right, time to get back to my Monokuma voice.
Well, it's a very
Kidding.
sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man.
One of these days,
We're
I want to try
asking
doing
if you're a lazy bum.
a fan dub of this.
No, actually, that was plenty.
One of these days. So I love watching fan dubs from time to time.
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered
For the
first
first
time. Which means, even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If
Yep.
that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Playing body discovery announcement. The first time I played it was when we found each body in the nurse's office. Oh, come here. All right, back. All right. Good luck with whatever you're doing, Zori. The second time it was. It was just after when Hifumi came to life, in some way, but it's not the actual. When both bodies, no, it was when both bodies were rediscovered because they got moved to the thing.
I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository when we rediscovered the two bodies.
Boom, 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 boom. The body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Mm-hmm.
And in reality, when the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
Yeah.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet.
No.
Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it.
Yep.
There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body.
I don't know, maybe he could have been passed out.
Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
Just to prove that Hifumi was still alive. I have to find and show to everyone. All right, another argument. Give his glasses.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the
I'm just gonna let it
bathroom,
all
his
play
body
out.
disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Okay, I think.
Then, was he really
That's
still
one.
alive?
Of course not. It is impossible.
All right, so
This is ridiculous. Well,
all right,
here's
so I know
one.
where
The
to
first time we
put
found
pressure
him
for
dead,
now.
His body disappeared.
And the next time it was in.
But when you compare his body before,
Other than the change in how it was, there was no notable difference.
Yeah,
No, that's wrong.
wrong. Come on. That was literally easy.
In fact, there was one
was
clear
literally
difference
fucking
between
easy.
Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository.
All right, let me readjust my hair. Literally fucking easy, dude.
His glasses.
His glasses, because we have a microfiber cleaning cloth, a microfiber cloth.
That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood.
Yep.
But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Yep. As soon as I found a trash can in the nurse's office was not the blue tarp, the cleaning cloth here. I got it.
It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot.
From an anime, like.
One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean, and the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera,
Yes,
right?
it is.
And whose digital camera was it?
Hifumi's, of course.
Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles.
from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I highly
Spot on.
doubt
Spot
anyone
on.
but Hifumi would have
Spot
brought
on, Hina.
something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
Good.
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses
That was
cleaning
cringe to me.
cloth.
Just it's just again the music's just such a banger.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
And it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Taka's corpse was. There's no way it's not going to be Sakura because we can move Sakura out of the equation. Because like again, if he was fake, like if he was faking it, like, and he eventually just saw the body, like I feel like this has to be Hifumi because like again, he was playing dead very well. But then, he eventually got caught. So I felt my theory is that like that Hifumi eventually brought Taka up into the repository, and then whoever the killer was eventually just finished it on, like finished the blow on his head or whatnot there, like the final blow, if that's what I'm getting at. I don't. Like I said, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm just gonna give it an out of the dark shot.
I got it.
Yeah. Big brain. Big brain. Big brain.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking
Because
for them, right?
the killer locked himself inside the closet.
So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
Yeah.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
I don't know if I fully believe it.
There's more?
I don't know if I fully believe that.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
When people don't talk, it could be the scrap of paper. It was the scrap of paper.
Shoot!
God damn it. Wait, no. It was the note. A body has been discovered. Yo, what's up, Tyler? Welcome to the stream.
I got
I meant the note. I meant the note, not the
You're
crap.
talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
I hope you're doing well, Tyler.
Hidden note?
Hey, note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes.
Yep.
His pants.
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
I don't want to hear any pants jokes. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone that for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room
Again.
at 1 a.m.
When we last spoke about this, where was your notes? Just how can we know for sure?
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In
Nope.
other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Wait, yeah, I got. I'm just going back into stream VOD. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go eat. I guess I'll think long hard about this as I go eat. So, but we'll reconvene in like 10 or so minutes. So I'm gonna at least put, as in chat, the dinner, put like dinner break and 20 minutes, and then we'll just pin that in each. Manually pin on the Twitch side, and then just normal pin on YouTube. Okay. Like I said, I'll be back in somewhere around that time, and then we will get back to the rest of this. I'm gonna at least turn off my controller, or at least keep my controller plugged in for the time being. So with that, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry it took maybe a little longer than I expected. But let's continue the case. Hopefully the it's still on. Okay, it's still on. All right, cool. I had to make sure. I didn't feel that long. All right. Okay. So, so let me go back to the. So, again, we're gonna. I get. There's no way it would have been me, and his pants would not have done this. So it is. I'd be definitively Taka.
I got it!
It's Taka.
That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Yep.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Be clear.
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Oh, yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Because context. It is context. Man, Genesis Jack is seriously scary, but still. I can't let her get to me. Nope. We keep going. Oh, man.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
Yeah, 6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
I don't know. I don't know. Also, I forgot to. I'm just gonna keep it paused for the time being, because I didn't think I forgot to do ad break before I went for dinner, so I'm gonna do it really quick. Sorry, everyone on Twitch. Sorry. Yeah. We will wait. Oh. Oh, oh. Okay, they're caught in 4K. Sorry. I know why I felt compelled to bring out my camcorder for this, but even though there's no tape in it, by the way, there's no tape. But I am planning on using this in like the winter time and whatnot. So, yeah. Yeah, call in 4K. That'd just be a new 7TV emote or something. Caught in 4K. Even though this is not a 4K camcorder, this is literally a mini DV camcorder. But still, no, it'll be funny. It'll be funny. Oh, caught in 4K. Oh, caught in 4K. Oh. I don't know. The meme must be old. It's probably old at this point. Yeah, I can't wait to use this thing to shoot videos. I'm kind of tempted on wanting to bring this with me to SGDQ. You know, this camera, but like, you know, have it hooked up so it'd be a tapeless thing, so I can just have it just record straight to like a monitor. I'm thinking about getting like a Ninja 5 monitor and just having some sort of like a conversion, some sort of like AV to HDMI conversion, because it already accepts AV to AV on the output and DV right there, so I can literally just get some sort of connection. DV would be the best bet, but I guess to keep things cheaper on the cheaper side, I could do AV and let's get AV to HDMI convert. Sorry, being late a little too long. That's okay. Welcome back though. I just got back from eating dinner. I was just talking about my camcorder for a second because we were still like 10 seconds left on the Twitch ad break. I forgot to do the ad break when I wanted to go eat. So, but yeah. But anyway, welcome back, Zoray. And welcome back, everyone on Twitch. We now have another statement.
Right?
Pressure.
Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to me?
6 a.m. The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
The time on the note says 6 a.m. What happened at 6 a.m.? That's all you need to clear up. Huffy had the note right. Huffy being he and me. And the person was intended for must have been Huffy. But remember what the note said. What time did it say to me? 6 a.m. I believe. Time doesn't matter. There's nothing to do with TikTok. I don't know, but I'm thinking of the fucking Kesha song for some damn reason every time I hear the phrase TikTok. And I'm sorry for bringing up Kesha. For those who don't like Kesha's music, I am sorry for bringing it up. About 6 a.m. So we need to clear up.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to me?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok! Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to me?
6 a.m. The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok! Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended must have been Huffy!
But remember what time did it?
6 a.m. The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
I'm kind of conflicted on the
right?
truth bolts here.
Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to me?
6 a.m. The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Yeah!
No, that's wrong.
Cause the wristwatch immediately
No,
afterward.
There absolutely
Hell yeah.
is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
Shut the fuck up, Jill.
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch.
Yep.
But there's more. Look
There's
where
more.
the note says to
Let's
meet.
go.
The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed.
Yep.
I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Yeah. More than likely. Oh, wait, where did I put? Okay, I need to move that because that. Should I? Yeah, I'll keep. I don't know if I'll keep it there. I'll keep it there for the time being. Just 'cause of it.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Also, another question: wouldn't the whole, going back to the whole thing with the Robo Justice armor, wouldn't Taka be too huge? Wouldn't Taka like not fit? Because again, it would fit more of More of Hero's proportions or whatnot.
Stuffed down his pants, no less.
I don't know.
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Hifumi stole the note from Taka. It was that. It's the little piece. It's little piece of paper now.
I got it!
It's a little piece because
When I searched Taka's body,
I
saw
because
that
I messed
his
up earlier.
lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper.
Taka smaller than Yashihiro, so I don't think it would fit into Robo Justice. Yeah, pretty much. I'm also thinking of like Hifumi also because Hifumi would never fit because he's just too big. I don't know why I'm mixing up names. When I say it, I don't know why I'm mixing up names. But yeah, you're on point.
If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Yep.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
I knew it. I knew
Hifumi
the whole
had the note
time.
meant for Taka,
I knew the
while
whole
Taka's
time.
corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap.
Yep.
Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which proves that he was an
Okay, I want to make sure I didn't
accomplice in
miss
the murder.
anything from Tagami.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
Sorry, no.
No.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
But again, that came after he briefly woke up and said the word.
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the
Yeah.
repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body.
Oh, why did I open
In
up?
other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together. Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus! Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Wait, are you talking about the numbered hammers?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Some.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
I can't doubt your statement here, hero.
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
Well, that was actually used to kill Fumi. Those pictures on this case wouldn't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow to find the truth.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more.
Well, one thing seems pretty...
Okay, I think... What are we thinking, chat? We pressure 5? Did we pressure hammer 5? Because again, 3 because if we're taking into account the repository, the missing hammers. Actually, I don't know. I'm glad I can just take as much time to think about this.
The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers. And, that's about it.
That's about it. So the weapons used to kill both of them was actually similar.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it maybe Justice?
Well, there's one. How was the culprit? How did nobody...
Sounds like a Justice Hammer. Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more.
Well, one thing seems... The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
Yeah!
No, that's wrong.
I knew it was one of the latter statements.
The murder weapon wasn't a Justice Hammer at all.
It was different.
No, it was something completely different.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Yeah.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Yeah.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
Yeah.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used the hammer to kill him.
Okay, Adaconka, I appreciate you trying, but again, I don't take friend requests in chat, and that technically counts as self-promoting. So I'm letting you off with a warning with deleting the message. But if you keep trying to self-promote in chat, then you will be banned. Just keep that in mind going forward. Even though it was a Discord requested one, I'm just saying, just be careful going forward, all right?
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him. Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
Yeah.
So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
Yep. We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason to work together. That's what we thought at first, but... Alright, another statement here.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Okay. You really think there's no chance two people work together on this?
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is only the one who actually cares. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work.
That is how the rule was.
But that only really applies if, in this case, however, there were two murders.
So I'm thinking that we pressure with
Based on the rules that have even if more than one, only the one who actually carried out the act. Assuming the rule holds true, it is.
That is how the rule was.
But that only really applies. In this case, however, there were two murders.
Based on the rule.
All right. Wait. I'm not confident in this one, but I'm gonna give it a go.
Rules that have been laid out for even if more than one person is complete. Only the one who actually carried out the act can. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible.
That is.
So I
Only
missed.
really apply. In this case, however, there were two murders.
So I missed.
Based on the rules, even if more than one, only the one who actually carried out the act. Assuming the rule holds true.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Still on the streak.
Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
It's two murders.
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime, and based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
Everybody's giving us two murders understand this main character this time. People must know that's back from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at the series connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Yoko's really amazing though. When I think about it, she's almost too amazing. It's almost unnatural how good she is.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry a number of actions, and in the end murdered him. In the debate until now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. I feel like I'm gonna get this wrong. Not yet. I don't know, like, it feels it's weird. Yeah, this thing's so weird. I'm still feeling incredibly sus of Hero, like even like further in. Like he did not like necessarily like he didn't really like I want to say that the whole like of the picture of Robo Justice, I don't know, maybe if we interpreted that like if he was killed, I'm probably interpreted that as like him like hugging, like, oh, you did great in your part or what, now do the best, like so far, now like do even better job here now or something. So like because you know there'd be no way in the suit that he would actually drop my magnetic plate on my 840. Again, shot in the incredible shot in the dark. If we corroborate someone, who was he with? Because if Taka can't like, because there's no shot that like Hifumi and Taka would be friends anyway because of their beef with who gets to see Chihiro and whatnot. So I can put that off of that. There would be there wouldn't be any like sort of like proof that you were actually helped out. You know, the whole thing, and again with the whole thing with Toko is that she was passed out. Because of the insane the whole fear of blood triggering inside her, causing her to faint and whatnot. I don't know. Remember who took the photo? That was Celeste. That was Celeste who took the photo. So, okay, I could consider. I think I'll try to considering like Celeste as a possible, and do a throwaway first, and then go back to Hero. Just total shot in the dark, right here. Total shot in the dark right here. I don't think I'm gonna get it.
Here's my answer.
Yeah. All right.
It was Celeste.
Hell yeah.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
You love to gamble.
A joke? I wonder.
You do love to gamble. And you're gambling with death right now.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Oh, her voice is slipping.
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
I heard the change in accent there.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout
Here comes
the
the crash out.
investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of
Yeah,
them.
that was the first. That had to be the first instance of the crash out.
Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
Yeah. What wasn't that only Hifumi and Celeste had in common? I don't know. No.
I got it!
Yeah.
The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Yeah.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
Oh, Shadow.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
What's wrong? It was rather an intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. As soon as I screamed, I was walking the stairs, so he hid further down the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Yep. What's that? From downstairs. It must have been. Gave me in the nurse's office. Now we gotta go back.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Yeah. I was split into two groups. All the hunting part that seems more interesting. Very well. Then Makoto and Hina, we can come with me to the nurse's office. We'll to capture the suspicious individuals Toko, Byaka, and Sakura.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it.
Here we go.
You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
I must be really enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, like, frightened and confused. I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die, just those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Yeah, like I said, that close comment doesn't make any sense, but what was he alluding to?
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and they must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like those...
Remember my dinner, not my argument. BRB. Alright, enjoy dinner, Riley. Hope the dinner is well. I hope the dinner is good and whatnot.
Guys died, and that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's what was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Should have known about Hifumi's death. That mine was strange about what you said is...
All I said was... They must really be enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and they must be positive. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I should have known about Hifumi's death. That mine was so strange about what you said.
All I said was... They must really be enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positive. We are all going to die. We are going to die. And that is all.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said was, they must really enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused.
I missed. I missed.
We are going to die. And that is all.
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I missed.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened that they must be.
I should have let go of the screen.
And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Go on.
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. All I said was, they must really be enjoying the sight of us they must be positive. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like those. And that is all.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said was, they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to. We are going to die. And that is all.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said was...
Let me go in the file.
They must really be enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened, and they must be... We are all going to die here. We are going to die. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said was... They must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be positive. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened. They must be. We are all going to. We are going to die. And that is.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I'm very conflicted about this.
All I said was they must really enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened. They must be.
I'm glad I missed. I'm glad I missed there.
Just like those guys. And
I'm glad I missed on that.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said was they must really be enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened, and...
I knew.
All I said was they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be... We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like... And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said was they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to. We are going to die. Just like. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said was they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to. We are going to die. And that is all.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us standing. They must be positively ill. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like those guys. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Man.
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be positive. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like those guys.
Yeah!
No, that's wrong.
Oh, yeah. That's strange.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just...
Back alive and making dinner. Just need to wash dishes. All good. That's all good. All good.
It's like those guys died.
Happens.
When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed?
Probably so I
And
can
how
get
did
good luck.
you know
Thank
they
you
were
for
both
good luck.
guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
I definitely feel like I'm gonna need it if I have to go back to that the truth proving mini game like we had earlier in the trial.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put
Probably.
the suit on, and then she
can't
used the
fit in the
camera's
suit.
timer to set up the picture.
No, that.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away.
Yeah, being dragged away just in case anything bad to happen to Hifumi, because pure thought something bad was gonna happen to Hifumi.
If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
This is really going back to what I was
Possibly
mentioning
mean by
earlier.
that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one
Hey,
you
man.
offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Other explanation? There was a picture of the suspect dragging keeping me away. Only a possibility is. I don't know if I believe that first one. I'm gonna go back into the VOD on YouTube so I can get a picture again. Okay. Man. Man. I mean, the last one would kind of make sense considering his age. Considering not Heath, I mean Hero. Considering Hero's age because he's the oldest in the group. I don't really see any. But like as far as I'm aware, looking at the photo, he looks pretty sober. Oh, I'm gonna say the first one last.
Shoot.
I was gonna say I was trying to hit suspect, not. I was trying to hit suspect. Yes.
I refuse
to give up yet. I know it was gonna be.
That's right.
Go back. That's right. Assuming so said, just like those guys died. But she said none of us had told her that Taco was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
Yep.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed?
Yeah, really.
And because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
Pretty much. Up. Here comes the crash out again.
You all have such vivid
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying. Well, then what about the...
Oh, wait, we're back here. We're back here again. Why did it bring me all the way back?
I got it!
I had a feeling it was dragging the suspect.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Not really.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Those things are proving there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? Alright, here we go.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out!
Endgame?
Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright.
Let's look at that then.
If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
If I remember right, Tina said she said that he couldn't bend at the waist.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, the suspect is if the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand.
Well, soundtrack's a banger. It is a banger.
No way!
All right, I
You
think.
dressed me up in that. Then you just draped me. You tried to make me look.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person inside the suit, there's no way they could stand up straight like
Ah,
that.
damn it. I meant R1.
No way!
I meant R1, not L1.
You dressed me up in that. Then you just draped me. You tried to make me look.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person inside the there's no way they could stand up.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Hell fucking
No.
yeah.
Even if the person
Actually,
inside
hell yeah,
the
fuck
suit
yeah.
were unconscious, they could
Wrong.
still stand up like that.
I meant to go with my soundboard.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah.
There we go. I was trying to play the sound. I was trying to play the fucking sound clip.
Because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah. Totally can't bend at the waist. It's like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right. They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not
Yeah.
so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Celeste and
Oh,
Hifumi
I
took
can't
the
wait
suit
for the
they
end of this case.
specially designed and stuffed Hero
I can't wait
into
for the
it.
end of this case. This is gonna be great.
That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Who was to attack you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yes, too. Yeah, bro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was he said...
But he was literally a
and I
suspect.
quote, Yasuhiro.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Right, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
It was nicknames. Actually, no, wait. Fuck. Kind of strange for our ultimate gambler to lose her poker face. Yeah, it's really ironic. Was that really it? I'm conflicted for the whole nick. Okay, now I'm conflicted for the whole nickname statement because it's also a thing in with Toko's other personality in Genocide Jill. I'm gonna go with nicknames second. I'm gonna go nicknames second.
Shoot.
I know.
Shoot.
Yeah. I had a feeling of these people's last names. I had a
I
feeling.
got it. That's right. Our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm
Pretty
sure
much.
it was just
Pretty much.
incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient
I fucking love
explanation?
Byakuya as like this anti-hero.
No.
This whole story.
There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
True.
What
True.
did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up!
Oh, don't worry. We can clip this all we fucking want.
My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Celeste still won't give up. So then I have to do something to make her accept it. All right. There we go.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you my name? Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me, that's the only truth there is! Moron!
Maybe the e-handbook? Let's try the e-handbook. Like the... That'd be really the case. Might come in handy anyway.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name.
If there's one person...
It would have to be you, Celeste.
How many times? Celestia Ludenberg, god...
How long do you plan to go?
I'm not pretending. And since you have no way to contradict me...
Yeah!
No, that's wrong.
Wrong.
That's it.
It's good to be
The
thinking about it.
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Monokuma
Exactly.
told us all about it before.
This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Just tell us.
When I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up.
Yeah, because your gambling sentences keep kicking back in.
Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning.
All
and
right.
shed light on all your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end.
Closing argument. Man. It's gonna be there. Oh wait, My favorite part of this trial. Yeah, true. Oh man. I'm gonna snooze the ad on the Twitch side of things. 'Cause I really want to like figure this out really bad. Also, how is this photo still here from the last trial we had? That's so funny. Was there. I just gotta get 20 damn minutes to look this over just to make sure. I just click on the icons. It just shows you the same like that, like who is what the killer summon first. But so the whole thing we have to figure out like the course of events based on what we have right down here. All these different circles and whatnot. So that one I can definitively say, yes. Oh, here. I forgot that one there. Man, oh man. I mean, that there. Wait, that, maybe that. Maybe that's the. Oh. Man. Shit, I am definitely feel like I definitely feel like I am complicating this. I think for now we'll just. Oh wait, actually, yeah. I realize the whole thing. I need to fill every single one in. But watch this correct. So this one was correct then. Okay. Controls. Okay, I was right there about triangle. I don't know about this one. All right, I think we have everything filled.
The killer is you.
All right, let's give this a try.
The killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
All right, yeah, I had a feeling that. All right, I'm gonna go quickly run ad break. The wrist back where it wasn't watching the backpack. Okay. Okay. The backpack should be the clock. I don't know. For a second, I'm gonna quickly run ads on Twitch, so we're just gonna pause here. So we'll convene once the ad breaks over. So sorry, guys over there. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna at least leave the. So I'm not gonna do anything right now, like as far as moving, because I don't want. Yeah. So we have like obviously we have this whole thing right here, right? But it's this panel right here. So first the clock, then yeah, he's here. So that would mean the clock go right there. Like right around here. Is that what I'm getting at? Correct. And then here we go right here then. So it's mainly so then it's mainly just for the positioning I had. So I had it in the right like page, but I just had it like in the wrong setup. If that's what I'm getting. Okay. All right. So this one would seem just fine or right. All right, I don't know about the rest of the half just yet, but at least for the here, put the ball away. Okay. All right, let's just wait another minute so we can put the Twitch piece back here. Just have some time to think about it. I should have paused it. And all banger music. All right. All right, welcome back everyone on Twitch. Let's try this again. All right. So we can definitively say, at least for like Act 1 and Act 2, we are pretty good on. We're pretty on par here. Justice Hammer 2, where the ball was. So. All right. I think for now this is gonna be as good as I'm gonna get it. So we'll give this another go.
Here's exactly what happened.
Here's exactly what happened.
First, they convinced someone to meet them.
I guess just immediately starts when you like you only lose just like a life or whatnot. You're still going.
That someone they met with was Hero. The murderous duo intended to pass Hero off as the prime suspect. They drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo Justice suit.
And was trying to get out of it. That's all I was.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hero. When they were done,
again, I love the reprise of the title theme here. Balloon.
And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder.
Bloom. Okay.
The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect.
I think it was sometimes so sorry. Sometimes so sorry about it. No, it's all right. It's all right.
The first fake incident was the attack in the
I say you're doing just fine.
There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that.
All right.
While we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office.
All right.
This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and
The animations are so good for this.
And turned the room into
so
a
good.
crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found.
Man.
Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time.
Dude.
So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation.
This is going so well, this attempt.
He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for.
Man.
This... He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Celeste.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
Actual checkmate now. Complete.
I lost? I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They
When you
hang
first started
heavy
gambling.
around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko?
Oh, shit.
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Interesting. All right, A. I was on A. I had a feeling we would kind of slip up a little bit, like the first half, but hell yeah, we'll end with an A.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Yep. It's possibly killing time!
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Oh, if you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
By the way,
what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
By the way, for those who are confused, the blackened is basically what we refer to as like the killer, like who is specifically the killer. That's why I say, who is the blackened? Because the whole thing of like, if the that Monokuma says, if the blackened gets away with murder, like, and nobody discovers it, then they get a chance to graduate. So. Yeah. It's time for what we've been waiting for. It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Lindenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yashiro!
Honestly.
Yashiro. Yashiro, sorry. I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine you would have happily agreed to commit murder. Murder? Like murder. She relied on her specialty. Lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then.
Then did you use, Fun fact, Taiko Yasuhiro is a common name in Japan, but because she wants to be more special, she changed her name to Celestia Ludenberg. Hence also the accent she puts on Zore. Yeah. Makes sense. I knew you'd figured it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice.
Indeed.
I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... Is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of an important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words...
Then you're the one who stole it?
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you've come up with. Right again. Last night we had our meeting about how it disappeared. I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It is about what I was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
What?
are you okay
It
with
was
this?
Taka. He stole it.
What?
So
And
then...
I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I found a use for the digital camera. I take it you know what to Taka's room earlier and took a picture of it here. I deleted the picture as soon as I showed it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how did he do it? He was supposed to yell if I got close to her. You're correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
As for me...
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
She did?
As for me...
He came to my room last night. And unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even stay. He abused me.
What?
What? He took pictures. He said he didn't have to do as he asked. He showed them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime, an absolute crime. I mean, he got a little crazy, but
Say what?
never mind, he would go that far. It's just amazing how completely he bought it. I'm like, hey. Oh, damn it. I'll go back. I'll enjoy that bowl I was. All right. I'm about to say something I never said before in my life. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Most unfortunate.
Wait, please. If you go now, you'll be playing right in his hands.
Actually...
Taka's planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You know what I mean? Taka is going to try to kill you.
Indeed.
And so he can keep her to himself. That bastard!
This is unforgivable! Completely unforgivable!
Bastard!
Honestly.
Can we allow him to continue to these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. Look, how could I? She.
I swear, I will save her!
I have to save her!
Actually.
Then would you like to join me? It just so happens I've come up with a plan. Huh? There's a way to reclaim what you've stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. If me agreed without a second thought. The effect that I am had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even as love twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. What was that strange costume Hifme's creation? Was that strange costume Hifme's creation?
Indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked him to do was to make something to hide their face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, which is my fault for picking him in the first place.
But...
So why did you make you a suspect? Because you're stupid. That's it?
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. That must have been tough on your parents, though. Look, I could cry.
Well,
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifme, did you explain the part about him playing dead? Well, she's asking is, was Hifme supposed to do that? After that? What was he supposed to do after that? As soon as you actually let him live.
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. What's up, Hanzu Kiki? I'm pronouncing the name right. I can't tell. I hope you're doing well. After he did this part and pretend to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to stay, saying he's seriously wounded on the verge of death. But he just barely held on. Okay, all right, that's nice. That's good to hear. That's good to hear, dude. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That's what all that there was to it. As explained to Hifme, the plan was, while you were all questioning about what happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifme would have been alibi, so no one could doubt him. I told him that and he believed. It all seems very straightforward. It's very stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifme ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
so in the end...
So you planned to kill him all along. But of course, there would be no point in my plan of one pretending to be dead to end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
Now you sound like Byakuya!
I wonder about
No, he
that.
derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
And what made you think... Then what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money?
Hmm.
Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been to escape.
But
all along you've been saying how long we accepted living here.
You little bitch.
Obviously, that was a lie!
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. Wasn't anyone else here? In here.
You little bitch.
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And then accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. A castle? To gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Counting my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I have no regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you really are able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
You're asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others to my own ends. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
That's all there is to it. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? You realize that you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can't even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice then...
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I'd like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
Hey.
You just got executed again. Celeste smiled, and then, when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claims she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills,
You're all
chills.
done? Thrills, chills, chills! I couldn't hear. Thrills, chills, kills? Everyone get in the line? You all done? Okay, then let's get rolling. The black and disturb the piece and must pay the price.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Oh, we don't have to be in a fucking killing game. Alright, it's time. Oh, can't wait. Can't wait. Actually set up a castle. Let's go. The burning of the Versailles Bush. I was gonna say Hunchback reference, but no, it's just. Old tradition. Well. Man. Voicing Mako. Oh, thanks. I love voice acting. I did I bring up earlier in the stream I want to try doing a fan dub of something at this point? I don't know, maybe Danganronpa and actually just do Monokuma. I want to say I did. I want to say I definitely did. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend. And for him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and some more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young. You need to place more value in your lives. Extreme!
What are you gonna do?
Jeez. And I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope for the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I threw in the trash. You just let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you out one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that reality can't just be avoided. Don't talk, you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us? God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give me a rest already! So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some heavy kind of key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What do you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh.
Oh man! Oh jeez! Oh man! Oh jeez! What do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? That my mastermind did something to Kyoko's body. What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think about time I got out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya later.
See ya later. Uncle's disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's the key that Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? So then that means Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easy to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. Let's hope Chihiro's still okay. Well, the alter ego. The alter ego. When I say Chihiro. Left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and she said,
Hey,
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check with you later.
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
so...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she quickly glanced at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please let me go. Standing here arguing is just gonna draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya.
well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? So Makoto and Kyoko, we're gonna go together? Aw, does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone head back to the dining hall. Leave me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah.
So then...
We need to get into that locker. He's Celeste to give him there and unlocked the locker. As the locker swung open, we saw...
You really came.
Good morning! It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe. Thank goodness. I never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It's like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I just did what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time.
So,
Oh, and I think I may be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so just please wait a little while longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as the incident is concerned, sure, but can we take seconds since we have this opportunity? I want you to be honest with me. Chico, please tell me. What are you trying to do on your own? All on your own here at school?
You...
Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However...
Regardless, that's something you need to know. It's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? It just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like, what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared, and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. How do you do that?
Indeed.
It's only natural you think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too? No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then...
That's fine.
Fine. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see, what I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. After I told Kyoko I believed in her, she told me that story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own 2 eyes. So I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or a monitor on it. And the storage closet there, way in the back. She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko be really right about this? In the boys' room right here. Just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about could really be hidden here? My back of the storage closet. I mean, seriously? I'm thinking I placed my hand in the back of the storage closet. And suddenly, it started being yanked in. Oh shit. At the same time I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. Holy shit. I had fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out the back was like a revolving door, and it made my way to the other side. Just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor, there's a storage closet. And way in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. So this is the secret room. But what's in here? Just a normal desk with normal drawers. There's a bunch of files here, and what looked like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file on the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope Peak Academy Student Registry. It's the only thing here not covered in dust. Has someone had been looking at it recently? I slipped the file in my hand. Before I had a chance to look at it, I flipped paper out of the file and turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave. That's kind of weird. I can understand if it said I can't leave, but you must not leave? What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. Just like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave? I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. Oh, what do I know? What don't I know? Oh shit. A strange sound rang through my head. Shake my brain back and forth. And then, darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know who started. It's all over. With that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it'd been. Ow! Something hit me, I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. Dull, throbbing pain in my head proved that much at least. The whole shelf is empty here. Shit. Empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty? Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks, the student registry, and I didn't even know that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? My brain refused to do any more work. Insistent pain in my head began to spread to the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room. Get some rest. Man. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room. Somehow I made it back to the 1st floor of the school. The further I walked, the more I felt it was getting blurry. I can't see in front of me. Couldn't stop myself from collapsing right here. And after that... As if from a vast distance, I heard a sound. It was faint but undeniable. That sound. It's coming from the gym? As I desperately hold my shaky frame toward the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. What's going on? Can't be nothing. Here in the gym? Oh shit. Oh shit, what we're getting into. What are we getting into? I didn't make a sound as I opened the door of the gym. The sun's coming inside, meanwhile only intensified that much more. Oh shit. For me, they raged a battle beyond anything humanity seems to be possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. Forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy
Shit, man.
me? This wasn't part of the deal!
She's the class traitor, man. Oh. Man, dude.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat. No longer compromise.
Man.
No longer regret.
Damn, dude.
I've made my decision.
Damn.
I'm going to resist you.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? And could it be? The mastermind spies? All right. And that is the end of chapter 3. There are now only 7 of us. So we lost 8 since the start of the playthrough last Sunday. All right. That's Super Robo Justice as our next present. All right. Yes, let's save this and more importantly, I think that's probably a good place to stop for today. We basically like including the excluding the break that we had. I'm trying to pull up the last stream that we did earlier today. That's from like 9 to like 1 or so. Let's go right here into live and just make sure. I was about to go off too. Yeah, we're going offline. I'm just currently 2 a.m. man. Someone I know who moved here to the States a couple years ago. I think they lived in the Netherlands. I think it was like just about there. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. We did like almost 4 out. We did almost like almost 4 hours. We were like 12 minutes shy of hitting 4 hours for the first stream, and now we just had like 15 minutes less off this thing. So basically like we're a little less than like 7 hours. A little less than 8 hours of streaming today. So that's great. We got a little less than, we got almost 8 full hours of streaming today, and we actually got to do a whole chapter in one day. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for popping into stream and whatnot. We're definitely gonna be doing more of this tomorrow when I get back from work. If you guys want to see as always, like I promote, if you want to join Discord and you haven't joined already, what are you doing? Join the Discord. That's where I put all my stream schedules. I may sometimes like put some on my on my social media, but for the most part, that's where you can find all my stream schedules there. It's also where I do monthly movie nights. I don't know when, but I would love to try to do fun game nights at some point. I don't know when. But again, like I said, next week, just typed in next week, put Discord, and of course, you can also follow me on the social media. I don't know if I'm in the best of moods to raid. Or not, if there's anybody on that we could. If there are any suggestions on the Twitch end, we can do that. But for everyone on the YouTube side, thank you again so much for tuning in. Like I said, we're gonna be live tomorrow. Around like the 5 o'clock slot, 5 o'clock UTC, -5 hour time. That's basically New York or Eastern Standard Time. That's when we will be live next. More than likely. I'll have to set the schedule up before I go to bed tonight, so that we have that, because I am in until 4 o'clock tomorrow, from 9 to 4 tomorrow. So yeah. Like I said, that's it from me on the YouTube side. So see you guys all tomorrow on YouTube.